day. The sun is shining. And the boys are sweating their bollocks off. Welcome to the Boys on Internet podcast, aka the Boicast. It's a very warm fucking day. The hottest day of the year, it feels like. It's not, because that was the other day, but still.
Wait, was the other day actually the hottest day of the year?
It was like last week, the hottest day of the year, yeah.
No way, dude.
But
I swear to God, I felt like yesterday was the hottest day of the year. It just
Yeah,
felt like,
It felt the same like level of heat every day since that day. So I think it's been like the hottest week ever.
Yeah. Dude, I honestly felt so grimy recently. I don't know what it is. You know when you go outside, especially like in cold countries, and then you go outside and then like the heat has like a layer.
Oh,
like, you know what I
humidity.
mean? Like it's
Yeah.
thick.
When it's
and
humid.
you're just like, why? This doesn't make sense.
'Cause the first-
what's going on over
The
here?
first time I felt that, I was in Florida with my family when I was younger. And because whenever you went into a building, they had air conditioning just fucking on all the time. So you'd go in and
Yeah.
it'd feel great and you'd just feel fine. You'd be like, okay, this is good. The second you leave that shop, there's just this wall of moisture. And you just get hit in the face by like a wall of just poof. And you're like, ooh. And every time I feel that now, I get taken back. So it's like, oh wow, that's cool. But it's also like,
It also like makes me feel a kind of bit like weird with the whole situation, because you know when you go to an actual like naturally hot country and it doesn't have the mugginess,
yeah.
like it doesn't have the layer of heat. You're just hot all the time and you're just like sick. But they've got like air conditioning and stuff like that, and then you leave the thing and you're just like, oh, that's the sun, feels good, bro, dude. I'm in Lanzarote, you know. but like with all our countries, like it's like. Oh, dude, it's like you're going through kind of like a force field, you know?
Yeah.
You
It's
open
'cause-
the door and then you're just like, oh!
It's because there's two different types of heat, isn't there? There's dry heat, which you get in countries like Spain, like all the ones that are a bit like, or just like meant to be hot, and then you get countries like the UK and like parts of America, like Florida and stuff, because Florida's mostly swamp and shit like that. So
Yeah.
it's filled with moisture in the air, and so is the UK because it's not normally this hot. We're normally cold and rainy. So
Yeah.
once it is hot, it's just thick and disgusting.
Yo, we've
It,
got that like
you feel
farm
much worse
weather, you know what I mean?
When
We've got
it's-
that farm weather.
when it's a dry heat. You feel fine, like because you're like, okay, it's hot, I'm sweating, but you're not sweating as well as being just fucking moist. It's not this double layer of damp.
Yeah, it's like you're sweating but not actually sweating, and then
Yeah.
when you start to sweat, it gets like thicker.
You're just like double moist. And it doesn't help
does-
that
yeah.
the UK houses are built to keep heat in because we're a cold country. Houses are
Oh,
built
yeah.
with a lot of insulation, keep the heat in, so the winters you're nice and snug. When summer comes around, we don't have air conditioning, we don't have any of that shit, so it's just fucking hot. You buy fans and all that does is blow hot air at you. It's just like,
Oh yeah, exactly. Like, to be honest, you need them on, but it doesn't fucking help.
like
like
it
at
helps
all.
because you get a breeze and you're like, okay, it's bearable. It's still not nice.
Yeah, then you turn it off and you're just like, ah!
And then you make the idiotic decision to start a podcast and a fucking YouTube channel. So when you're recording and you got microphones that pick up every fucking sound, you can't have fans on.
So the main thing we're saying, guys, is that we're not going to make any content anymore at any time during the summer. Like,
Until-
it's over, dude. Like,
winter.
we take. Yeah, listen, we're winter boys. Actually, to be honest with you, I do like this weather though. I do like it, but the fact is that I'm inside all the time.
Yeah.
Like, and especially, you know, with quarantine going on, it's not like you can go to the beach or anything like that, you know?
Yeah.
It's like one of the like weirdest situations where like you just can't leave. You have to sit there, you have to take the heat, and you're just like, ooh. Like,
Yeah.
lucky enough, I live in the countryside, so I can like I can go out my front door and be just like, wow, it smells like cow shit. But you know what I mean? Like, at least I could get out. But I don't know how people are dealing with this in like cities and small towns. And
Like,
stuff,
you
you know?
know? We're allowed to go out in ours. We're allowed to go out and go to parks and stuff like that if they're open. And but you're not allowed to go with more than 6 people. And you have to social distance unless it's people you live with.
So you're telling me you can't bring the posse around? That's what you're telling me.
Yeah,
dude.
you can't have the boys.
Ah,
It's a
dude,
shame.
if you can't have the boys around, then
I
that's-
don't anyway, so, you know. But, like, speaking of, like, the heat, like, the weather, like, I do like hot weather, but I like having something to do. I don't like just being in it. I like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
if
You always
you
have
go
to,
out
like,
and
have
do
something,
something,
yeah.
like, you go to the park, you go to a theme park, you go fishing, you go, you know. So, when, like, my family's had 2 barbecues the last 2 days. We had one yesterday and then one today.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone sat outside and I'm sat in the kitchen. And, like, why? And I'm like, because I've got hay fever. And if we're not doing something major, I'm not going outside. Because
Yeah,
I don't want to
exactly.
sit. I don't want to get my eyes all swollen, my nose all ruddy, just to eat a burger. You know what I mean? If we were going out, fine, I'd deal with it. I'd just constantly be taking medicine. But, you know.
You'd be able to, like, at that point in time, say, like, you're going to a water park or something. At least then you can kind of wash it off.
Water parks
I
are
mean?
the best because pollen just doesn't touch you.
Yeah.
Because you constantly just, you go in the water, all comes off.
Is there a
dude,
water park
we
in
gotta
the
go to a
UK?
water park, dude.
Yeah. Is there a water park in the UK?
We've got a few.
Yeah, yeah. Because like I don't think there's a water park in Ireland. Well, there might be a few near the surfing areas, but like I don't know. Hold on. Water park
Water parks in the Ireland.
Ireland.
Because
Oh.
the best one I've ever been to.
There is a few.
I was actually talking about this the other day. Because I've been to Florida twice when I was a youngin, and they have some fucking sick water parks in Florida. Like Jesus Christ. The main 2 are the ones in Disneyworld. The best 2.
Oh yeah.
They have Blizzard Beach as well as what was the other one now? We only went. We didn't go the second one the first time we went. We only went the second. What the fuck is it called? Blizzard Beach was my favorite one because that was the one with like the fucking cool slides. That was like the grown-ups one.
Yeah.
And there was another one which wasn't as good, but it still was pretty sick. But anyway, it doesn't matter. There's
Oh, dude, I'm just seeing. I like literally just searched up the water parks. We have like quite a few, but there's this one place called like a Blue Way Water Park, right? And it's basically they put a bunch of bouncy castles on the lake.
oh yeah,
Yo, dude, let's go there. That looks
do
like a
it.
good time.
I'm down.
Dude, I
Now what we do
dude.
is we rent it for the day and we record it.
Of course, yeah, we
Hey,
get our
we got a
like,
Patreon link in the
$1,000
description.
yeah. We get our $1,000 waterproof cameras that we definitely own.
I can
and
get
we
all of a
go,
GoPro
like,
for cheap.
Can you actually?
Yeah,
Oh my god, let's
GoPros are
get-
pretty cheap.
Are they?
Like in comparison to some, like you can get like the really super high end ones which record in 4K, 60 million FPS, and come with all these mountain equipment, and that's expensive. But if you just get a standard like 1080p 60, they're pretty cheap.
Really? Yeah. Because
Yeah.
GoPros are actually kind of nice.
And
'cause
plus I
they're,
get
like,
discounts
they're
on them
small.
anyway, so
Oh, you get discounts on GoPros?
yeah, dude.
What the hell, dude?
I'm a gamer.
Why you holding this off from us, dude? What the
Dude,
hell? I never know
I
you
get
were
discounts on every
you were a
piece of
GoPro
electronics.
Sky. GoPro Spy. I don't know why I lost all of the words there, dude. It wasn't even a funny joke, but I was like, GoPro Sky. I was like, what the hell, dude? What's that even
Typhoon
mean?
Lagoon. That was it.
Typhoon Lagoon?
That was the other one in America. You had Blizzard Beach and Typhoon Lagoon. That was it.
Oh my god.
It came back. But
Dude, I wonder, dude. I wonder, because that's the thing, because like while we have like a bunch of like water parks and stuff like that, America has all the cool shit.
oh yeah.
You know, like how come they got all the cool shit? You know what I mean? Can we just go over there and take it back?
I don't know, you know, like, it's so bizarre. Like,
It's like,
we've got good theme parks here and good water parks, but nothing on their level. Is it just
It
because
does-
Disney
yeah.
like is an American like
well,
company,
then there's Disneyland Paris and stuff,
which
you
is
know?
nothing compared to Disney
Is-
World?
Really?
Yeah,
Is it
it's
shit?
nothing.
I kind
I've heard
of. I
it's-
still want to go though.
I've heard it's good, but like if you wanted to go anywhere, go with the one in Florida, dude. Kicks ass,
Dude, but
so
like,
good.
to be honest with you, I could if I was ever like, what's it called? If I was ever to go back to America, right?
Yeah,
I don't think I'd ever go to Florida.
nah, you got to
But what else is there?
Disney World, Universal Studios, Busch Gardens, SeaWorld. Dude, the place is sick. We
All
spent
right.
2 weeks there and didn't have a day where we didn't have anything to do.
All right, dude.
Because
Okay. you know
Disney
what?
World isn't just one theme park.
Mm.
It's like 12.
Oh, right,
It's like a massive like plot of land. Like it's fucking huge. It's like the size of a city. And it's got so you've got the main one in the middle, which is the Magical Kingdom. Then you've got the Animal Kingdom. You've got Epcot. Oh, I can't remember all of them, to be honest. It's been fucking... I think last time I went was like 2008, I think. So about 12 years ago.
It's always so weird to like hear about theme parks and stuff like that. Because I actually... I think I said this in the podcast a while ago as well. But like I have only gone to my first theme park 2 years ago.
Really?
I've never been to one since.
Dude, I love theme
and that
parks.
was like... the Efteling in the Netherlands.
Yeah,
and that was
you
a really
mentioned
cool
that,
place, but it's like a small one apparently. But like even when I was there, I was just like, this is sick. I'm enjoying myself, you know? It's the first kind of like what's it called? Because we had like small little fun fairs and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
In my town. You know, the gypsies would come and then they would set up like their what's it called? Like bumper cars and like the teapots. And then maybe, you know, the chair thing that goes like around in circles, but like it goes like up and down, but
Yeah.
around in circles, right? And you're all in like a chair, you're all in chairs and you're just looking at each other, you're just going, way! You know that one? That was the free things that were at my local tiny town. Jesus Christ, me dog is going crazy. I have no idea what.
No, pooch.
Dog, stop. No, but that was like the only theme park experience I had when I was a small child. So it was always like the gypsy carnivals that would come in. They'd set up for like a weekend, and then they'd go. Like half the time, you'd think like, where would they go afterwards, right? But they never stop moving. They just keep going and going and going and going.
Yeah, we have those that just appear in the same place every year.
Yeah, it's like it's not like the biggest thing, right? It's only like a couple of rides, but then it's just one of those things where when you see it, you're just like, oh, that's nice. Hey, that's cool. I remember those. But other than that, I went to the Efteling. And that's kind of like my first proper experience. Going on a roller coaster for the first time was actually kind of like horrifying, you know? Like it's a weird thing to say that like because I've done skydiving before, you know what I mean? I've jumped out of a plane and stuff, and you know that's probably the scariest thing that I've done. But then like, when you go on a roller coaster and you're just like, that's like a very close second. You're just like, whoa.
Oh, dude.
Because usually I'm just like, you know, like people are just like, do you want to go on the one that spins upside down like a bunch of times? I'm just like, you know, I don't say no. I don't really have a no filter when it comes to this type of shit. But like when you're up there, you're just like, oh,
dude,
I've made a huge mistake.
Dude, we've got to go for it. We got to go for it,
dude.
then.
I'd be excited, dude. Like,
dude.
Oh. That'd be so good, dude. Like literally, I would never say no.
I'm gonna go. We're gonna look at this. We're gonna go into it. So I'm gonna go to the Disney World website, and I'm gonna show you what it's about. You know, because it's very different from I went. It changes constantly.
I'm excited.
Things to do. Let's have a look. Activities. Blah 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 blah. I want to see attractions. Here we go.
Oh, dude, they've got the Star Wars bit now as well. Yeah, because they're fucking. Oh yeah, Disney bought Star Wars. That's crazy.
So let's see. One of the things I miss. They got rid of it. It was fucking incredible. It was a thing called Disney Quest, and it was basically just massive arcade. Genuinely, it was so huge. How many floors was it? It shut down in 2017, which is a shame.
It's not too far ago, actually.
But it was this like... Wait, will it tell me how many stories it was? Because holy shit, it was so cool.
Dude, I hate how like all arcades are closing down, man.
Yeah.
It really sucks.
Because
I love arcades, man.
It was just this massive building. You buy a single card, and that's like your token thing. But you don't pay for the machines. You just use the card.
Oh, really?
As a token, but you don't pay anything extra. You just pay for entry. And then you just use that on all the machines and you can get in and do all the stuff. And they had like massive sort of, it was kind of like indoor roller coasters a bit, but it was all like, you just sat on a thing with screens around you and it goes crazy. And
Oh,
there was
yeah,
one where
yeah.
it was like Jurassic Park, where you're in this little like dinghy on like it kind of like a mechanical bull type of deal, but it was a dinghy, and it had sensors, so when you pushed it against the floor, the boat would move in the game. So you had like 4 people all trying to stare down these rapids while there's like dinosaurs chasing you and shit. It was so cool. And that was also the first time I ever tried VR. They had a VR
really?
thing there, and this was in like 2006 or 2008 or something. It was crazy. And,
Was it like good VR, or was it like one of those like
I can't remember,
weird,
but for the
dingy ones?
time, I remember it being incredible. It was huge. The thing you put on your head was the biggest thing in the world. It was attached to the ceiling, and you pull it down, and you get it snug. And you look through, and then you had this lightsaber that got tracked in game, and you just had this lightsaber, and you had to like deflect bullets and slice shit. But this was before they had Star Wars, so it wasn't Star Wars themed. It was something else. I think it was it Buzz Lightyear themed? I can't remember.
It might have been Buzz Lightyear themed, but like
Disney
then again, I
Quest
can't think of like what other Disney property had like a similar like sword like that, like a light sword, because like Disney had a lot of properties, Disney, but like now they have like it's actually so weird to think that they own Star Wars now, and like because Disney owns nearly everything.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
crazy. Oh, dude, that's awesome.
Dude, that's what they looked like.
Oh man.
If people want to see, like, you probably have to just search up Disney Quest VR, and there's an article I'm looking at about End of an Era, Disney's first VR attraction set to close, and it's got like some really good pictures and stuff about it, and it was sick, dude. It was genuinely so good. And, it looks so dumb. But
I'm looking at all these people right now, dude. It's like it kind of reminds me a little bit of like a horror film, you know? Like we're reprogramming the children.
dude, I miss Disney Quest. It was incredible. It was just, and that was the first time I'd ever played Mario Kart Arcade, where you could play as Pac-Man. And there was just every arcade machine I'd ever seen was in there, and then there was also these massive, huge ones where there was like stuff you ride. Like there was this pinball one where everyone goes up, and it was the Mighty Ducks themed, like the hockey team. So it was kind of like a hockey table type deal. And you go up and you stand on these giant, kind of like Segway things, but they're just sort of, they stay in one place and rock around. So it's kind of, and you had to like use that to like bump these like pucks around on the screen. But there's like about 12 of you all stood on this stage in these fucking rocking things. And I don't know, it was just so cool. And dude, genuinely,
I would really like to go to Disneyland, man. Like
it's
kind of so weird to say, because like I wouldn't say I'm a Disney super fan, right? But a lot of their properties are very, very exciting. Like fucking Treasure Planet and Pirates of the Caribbean, Star Wars.
Oh, the Pirate of the Caribbean ride was great. I think my brother broke his finger on it.
Oh. What, dude? Why do you always have a story about your brother getting hurt? Like, we've been talking about this quite a bit, but every time your brother comes into the mix, there's just like a story of him doing some mischievous stuff.
Well, no, this is my other
or
brother.
him
We all
hurting
injure
himself.
ourselves. We all hurt ourselves like constantly because
Oh my god!
we're thrill seekers. But no, this one was it was Pirates of the Caribbean, so it was kind of like playing Sea of Thieves, but in real life. It was sick. You're on this like big pirate ship. Again, kind of like the boat I said before, the dinghy, where it's on like a mechanical like bull type deal. You're on a big pirate ship like that, and then there's screens surrounding it, and you've got 4 cannons and a steering wheel at the front. So one person's at the front steering it, and then everyone else is on the cannons, like shooting at the other pirate ships that are trying to attack and stuff. And my brother was the captain steering it, and he did like the classic, you throw it so that you spin really quick and then catch it. I think he just like caught his finger and it just went boom. And like, oh dude, it was so good. That
Dude,
Disney
that's-
Quest. But
That's fucking horrifying, actually. Oh, dude, I kind of just got the image of just like a finger snapping like that.
I don't think it broke, but I think he dislocated it. But he definitely injured his finger.
Did he put it back in, or did you? Like...
Yeah, I mean, we still carried on the holiday, One measly injured finger's not gonna stop it, dude.
Dude, was there a Chicken Little ride?
Not that I can remember.
Dude, are you
The
seriously
Chicken Little
telling me?
Disney?
Chicken Little is Disney.
I don't believe
It's
it.
100% Disney. What?
I don't believe that. Hang on.
Oh, dude, look up. It literally says Disney on the picture.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like
so it is, yeah.
Disney's. Dude, did you ever watch the trailers where it's just like, welcome back to a new exciting adventure, Disney's Chicken Little. You know, and he's just like, oh fuck, I'm a chicken and I'm kind of small and like, what happened in Chicken Little, dude?
I can't remember. It's
I think he got abducted by aliens at one point in time. I think that was kind of like the main gist of
Maybe.
the idea. But like, dude, Chicken Little was what's the it's like oh no, Chicken Little was the story before she's a cop and she's a bunny. Like the Zootopia. There we go, Zootopia. Dude, Chicken Little is the prequel to Zootopia. Can you believe that? Whoa, wait, is Zootopia Disney? Zootopia.
yeah, Zootopia, isn't he?
Dude! Oh my god!
He's figured it out.
Dude, is there a connection? There's gotta be a connection somewhere.
Probably.
Dude.
Now that you
There
mention
has to be a
it's
connection.
Disney. All of their films are in the same fucking universe.
Oh my god, dude. Oh, this is amazing. This is a new experience that everybody needs to like get excited for. Dude, we should rewatch Chicken Little at one
I'm
point
down.
in time.
We'll
get the
do a
boys
review
together.
on the next podcast.
We'll do a review of Chicken Little.
A post Chicken Little Boicast.
Dude, everybody's rated it so low, but I feel like I love that movie.
I don't think I've actually ever seen it.
You've never watched Disney
I thought
Pixar's
it was a bootleg
Chicken Little?
Stuart Little.
No.
Stuart Little was the good
Little,
shit.
No, Stuart Little's a completely different universe. Stuart Little is like in our universe, right?
I know.
Yeah,
But I thought Chicken Little was a bootleg one. I thought it was them trying to jump on the Stuart Little bandwagon.
Oh, Chicken Little? Just
Yeah.
I mean, knowing Disney, you never know. Like,
Exactly.
like remember? Did you ever see Bug's Life?
Of course I've seen Bug's Life.
Did you ever see it's like
Ants.
it's like it's like Chinese version ants.
It was wasn't that Universal who tried to do it?
Knockoff. Did they do the ants? Oh, dude.
Or it was DreamWorks. It was DreamWorks.
Was it DreamWorks? Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, Ants was a horrifying movie. Like they So I'm looking at pictures of ants right now, dude. Like, dude, DreamWorks got so good at animation.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
3D animation. But the earlier stuff, oh my god.
Terrifying.
It's actually horrifying. Like looking at just sorry, I'm looking at the if you guys want to see, it's just like it's a picture. It's
side
a
by
picture
side.
of it's literally just a side by side picture of ants and Bugs Life, right?
Look at the fucking
And
product
it's like,
placement in
this-
Ants, dude. You got fucking Mountain Dew Pepsi in the background.
Yeah.
Oh, that's incredible.
Man, that's crazy. I love this type of shit though. Did you ever see? Oh, it's a show. I think it's called Ant Bully. Did you watch that one?
No, I've heard of it. I've seen the box art because of where I work,
Yeah.
but I've never watched it. Isn't it about like
Ant
a
Bully?
kid who'd bully ants and then he gets shrunken down?
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, Ant Bully is Ant Bully is generally a really good movie.
Is it?
Yeah, I
Weird.
really really enjoyed it. Like it looks bad. You know what I mean? Like it hasn't aged well, but even when it came out, I don't think it looked very good.
Right.
But like it's generally a really good story. I actually really really enjoyed it. Cuz like you know, it's a bunch of like there's literally a scene where the kid is just like, you know, he's like they shrink him down. And then like he goes to ant trial. And the kid
fuck?
is all just like, whoa, what the hell? What are you gonna do to me? And then they're just like, we'll let the council decide your fate.
We will feast on your flesh.
Dude, no shit. There's literally the scene where it's just like, you shall live like ants and you shall feel our feelings. And it's just like, what if I don't do that? We will tear you apart. It's just like,
Dude, you don't fuck with ants, dude. They're jacked.
you ever see like like real life ants, just like up close.
Yeah, dude.
They actually are jacked. It's like
I've
they've
been
got
watching
like
a lot of
6 packs.
Coyote Peterson.
Oh, that man,
You know,
that
like
man's a saint.
Bravest Wilderness, or whatever it's called.
Yeah,
And
yeah, Brave
I was
Wilderness.
watching him doing the what was he called? What did he keep killing it? The World Pain, the Sting Pain Index.
the Sting Pain Index.
Where
it's
he'd
like,
go through all the different. Then he was saying like the bullet ant was the top of the pain index, but then he found two other. I think he found two other bugs that stung worse.
dude, it's actually like crazy when you think about it. That man was like to me, like when I see people like that, it makes me realize how much of a bitch I am.
I do
You
all
know?
of that. Except spiders.
I wouldn't even touch, like, literally, just for the amount of respect that I have for animals, right? I wouldn't fuck with them because I know that they can kill me. You know, like the same thing with like Coyote. Like he just puts them on the thing and like he eggs them on to like bite him and stuff like that. But just watching that, I'm just like, oh no,
because like he's done his research. He's not. He's a fucking
he's not
smart
like,
dude.
Yeah.
So he knows what he's doing. He's not just going in and going, whoa, what's this? Whoa, sting me. Fuck.
Yeah.
So that's why I enjoy watching it. And I felt like a kid again watching it. Like when you're little and you're watching fucking your boy Crocodile Hunter. And it's just this guy speaking dead nicely to you and he's dead happy and he's just teaching you about animals. And I was like, yeah.
Like 100%. Coyote Peterson is the Steve Irwin of our generation.
Like the YouTube version.
Yeah, the YouTube version of Steve Irwin.
Like the dude doesn't swear once.
No, he's just naturally just very, very, very happy and very excited to show like new animals and stuff like that. The next thing that I like about Coyote Peterson is that he like gets his camera crew and the crew involved.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like I know this is a terrible thing to like laugh at, but like whenever he gets stung and the camera's just like, "You okay, Cody? Cody, you okay? you okay, buddy?" Like,
well, they have to because it's just Coyote and then two cameramen who are there. So they've got to make sure he's okay and not about to fucking pass out and die.
And he's just like, but then again, like when you see him get stung, he makes it look less bad than it is
because he's got a high pain tolerance, that dude. He just tenses up and just screams a little bit, and then he's like, that hurt. Anyway.
Like, well, yeah, but can you see this? Put the camera up here. Can you see this? Ooh.
Can you see the venom coursing through my veins?
Yeah. Oh, it hurts so much. Oh, don't. Keep
searing pain.
Yeah, right? It's just,
Anyway, thanks for watching.
Yeah, like, exactly. It's like 10 minutes later. It's just like, guys, I've had a second to cool down. Thanks for watching. Make sure to slap that like button. Dude, it's the YouTuber grind, man.
Dude, everyone's fueled by content. You don't feel pain. You don't feel shame. You just feel content. That's the YouTube
on the content to pain schedule. How did that feel?
It didn't hurt at all because we hit 10k likes.
10k likes. That's around 50 views, baby.
Yeah. Because I was doing quite a lot of stuff, not like that, but when I was little, speaking of Florida again, we stayed in a villa. So we had this like swimming pool with like a massive like net over it to stop the bugs getting in. And you'd always just see these fucking lizards just chilling out. And as a kid, I loved lizards, so I'd go out and just start like finding these lizards and stuff and being like, "Whoa!"
I just
fucking love that shit.
You like chasing lizards.
Oh, dude, I was sprinting after them, the little bastards. Oh, I love lizards. I want a lizard and a turtle.
Oh, a turtle. Oh, dude.
But dude, we gotta go Florida.
Yeah,
just because that as well as Disneyworld, you've got Universal. Bro,
I'd love to go to Universal.
Are you a Harry Potter fan?
I'm like, okay, so I'm a little bit weird with Harry Potter. I like Harry Potter, but I don't like it that much, but I respect it an awful lot. I respect it more than I like it. It's a very weird situation to say. Just because, like, I've been told that I look like fucking Daniel Radcliffe multiple times. That, like, I can't escape it too much. It's just the glasses, though. There's nothing else. It's literally just the fucking glasses. But no, I love that type of... I love the universe, man. I think the universe is really cool. Other than that, what else does Universal make? I kind of
Well,
forgot.
Universal has their fingers in quite a lot,
Yeah.
you know. And there's a park in Universal Studios called Islands of Adventure, which is sick.
Islands Adventure. Ooh.
And that one has the Jurassic Park River Adventure, which is like famous because it's just like it's like a log flume type ride where you just like you're on this boat and you go through like what's meant to be like a dinosaur enclosure, and there's all these like really nice herbivores around you, and it's doing like the Jurassic Park music and all this, and you're like, whoa, it's like all animatronic robots and shit. And you're going through, and then it does the classic theme park ride of, oh no, there's been an issue, we've got to divert this way, and you go away from the really nice shit, and you go into this like factory where there's like raptors running around and shit, and then you go up this like massive slope, but it's pitch black, and then the lights come on, there's a giant T-Rex in front of you about to bite you, and then you drop.
Oh, that's dope. That
shit was so cool. And then they've got like the Hulk ride, which is just a really fucking sick roller coaster. And then there's the Spider-Man 3D thing, which I don't know if it's even a thing anymore. I think that's turned into something else. But they have like a lot of the... Is it DC?
Oh, do they have that type of stuff? Do they actually?
Yeah.
What, do they have their own superhero genre? Universal...
Wait, no, yeah, because... how's Universal got like Hulk and... Wasn't that bought by Disney?
Do they actually? Well, Universal is bought by Disney?
No, like the Marvel stuff. Like the Hulk and...
Marvel's like... Marvel Disney... like originally, Marvel like was their own company, but I think they've been bought out. Or they license their characters out to people.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because I remember Universal did do one of the Hulk movies. I don't think it was a very good movie, but...
Oh, yeah, the Spider-Man ride's still there.
Oh, do they own
Shrek
Spider-Man?
4D?
Oh, they own Shrek?
Yeah, dude. And they've got the Simpsons land where you can go and eat like a Krusty Burger and drink Duff and shit. The Incredible Hulk roll. The Men in Black ride, dude. That was so good. It's one of those you're going through in a little car and you're going through and you're fighting aliens with a gun.
Oh, that's dope.
That shit was cool. And then there's Doctor Doom's Fearfall, which is just one of those rides where you shoot up and then fall back down. Transformers the ride, Hogwarts Express, King's Cross Station. Then there's all the Harry Potter shit and oh, dude, Simpsons ride.
I actually like it's so weird now that I'm getting to like, you know, because I had this like weird epiphany the other day that made me realize I'm an adult now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cause like it's sitting there and I was sitting there and I was like paying all my bills and stuff, right? And I was doing all that type of thing, and then I like kind of stopped in my tracks, because I was just like, oh my god, I'm putting money aside into like an account which is like my fun account. You know what I mean? Like I'm like an adult now. This is weird. I'm putting money aside for like solo holidays for myself and shit. You know what I mean? And I just like sat there and I was like, oh my god, this is, oh no.
You're becoming an adult.
Not much has changed. Oh, but oh god, how did that? Oh no, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it gotta make me sit there and think to myself, like, holy shit, I can practically do whatever I want. The only thing that's stopping me is money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it made me sit there and go, just like, if I had like 10 grand right now, I could go to like Japan. Like,
yeah, imagine the stuff we would have
now.
done for the channel,
Like,
dude.
right now, you know what I mean? And it just made me go, whoa.
Imagine if we had money, we would have been able to do a lot of stuff we wanted to do, make content we want to make. But shit's expensive,
okay.
dude.
Hey man, listen, I ain't got free jobs for nothing. You know what I mean? We'll make this work, dude. It's like, because that's the thing which I sat there and was doing it with. I was just like, whoa, this is kind of cool. But it also made me go through and be just like, yo, dude, like, when this whole, lockdown thing is over, I'm gonna go on adventures, you know what I mean? So you never know, we might be going to Florida sooner than you think. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Is there any, like, other places you'd like to go? 'Cause we have Japan, obviously.
Obviously Japan, we've talked about that too much.
Florida.
I'm not sure, you know. I was like California.
California. Yeah, Cali's great. I enjoyed Cali.
I want to go Canada.
We'll go Canada. Where in Canada do you want to go to? It's a big place. Do you want to go
Snowy
to
place.
Ontario? Would you want to go to Quebec? We'd have to speak French in Quebec, though.
Yeah. No, I just mean like one of the places where it's just like sort of quiet. You know what I mean?
You wanna go to the place with the most pollen?
I want to see No, I want it to be snowy.
All right. Wait, there's pollen in snow.
I want to see meese.
I want to
Bears.
ride the buffalo.
I want
Let
to
us
ride
go.
the meese into battle.
A buffalo's still like around actually. Like it's one of those things where you see them in a lot of American media, but I've never seen one around.
Yeah.
Buffalo. You know? Buffalo. Okay. No,
What are they-
that's
what's
that's
the
a
other name for
place.
them?
Buffalo animal. Buffalo Wild Wings. Sick. The
Buffalo-
American bison. They're
Bison.
called a
That's it, bison.
bison. That is it. And then you got the plains bison, then you got the wood bison. Like, dude, can I just say they're a cool animal. They're actually pretty dope.
They
like-
look cool. They're just like
But where
bricks
are
with
they?
legs. Am I wrong?
I see it now. Yeah,
They're very stocky. They'd
They're
fight you.
big boys, aren't they? I'm surprised we didn't learn how to ride them. You know what I mean?
Like, yeah,
Imagine,
why didn't we
like-
tame them? As
yeah.
like, oh, well, probably because horses can run fast.
Yeah, but like these boys are like battering rams.
Yeah, but they're
Like,
also
have you
thicker.
seen
How are you getting your legs around one of them?
I'll figure it out.
Go right. We'll go America. We'll send you out into a field with some bison, and I'll film it. We'll see what happens.
Dude, I'll come back with more than just the bison, dude.
You'll be riding a bison, and you've tamed the rest of them to join your guild. As you ride on into the horizon, you're like, no, I'm leaving civilization. I'm a bison man now.
My name is not Alexander. It is running with the buffalo.
I am Buffalo Boy.
That's the thing though, like, you know what I mean? I'd like to see I know this is a weird thing to say, but there's like, have you ever thought about doing any like drugs?
Not really.
Well, you see, here's the thing. I've been watching this documentary a little bit, and it's like they go to South America and they do this like specific hallucinogen. I don't know what
yeah.
it is. Yeah, I can't remember what the thing is called.
I think I watched. Is this where they're in a hut and they're being like
Yeah.
watched? I can't remember, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
There's like a native man, and he sings in his native language, right? And they just eat. I don't know what they do, to be honest. I wasn't paying too much attention. Like I was just kind of watching it, and I was just like, whoa, that's a weird thing. And then like watching them go through it, I was just like, whoa, that's scary, but also kind of want to see what it's like.
Yeah.
You know? I'm a very weird person with this type of stuff, you know what I mean? Because like I don't really condone doing drugs or anything like that, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
when you watch somebody do something which is like, you know, legal where it's supposed to be legal, right? You're just like, whoa, like, you know, if I was there at that point in time, I don't think I'd say no. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's probably
I get it.
like a bad attitude to have, but it made me sit there and I was just like,
No, but it's just you
that's an
wanting
experience, you know?
to experience shit. Yeah.
It's a podcast story right there waiting to happen.
I'd film it.
you know? Yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't do anything. You'd be there just gone, and I'd be filming you like, buddy.
You watch the whole thing. You'd just be
You
just
okay?
like, I'll just be like, I see rainbow.
Help.
The rainbows have laid their guns. They're coming for the herd. It's
'Cause-
like, I don't know. It's always like a really cool thing to like watch and experience, right?
Hmm.
Because you know when you go to raves and stuff like that, right? You see the people who are on drugs. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And I really wouldn't suggest doing any of those. Those are bad boy stuff. Don't do
Nah,
any
that's
of
the
those.
stuff
You don't
that-
know.
yeah.
That's the stuff that could actually like get you in a lot of trouble and like could potentially kill you.
Could
You don't
kill
know where
you.
it's from, right? But whenever you watch those people on those drugs, right? You just kind of like it's kind of fascinating, you know?
Yeah,
Like just to see that realm.
because it is like,
That,
how
like,
do people
realm,
get to
yeah.
that point?
Yeah, right. How do people get to that point? And you know, what are they seeing, right? like they're in a world that, like, you know, me myself could never understand. But at the same time, just watching it do their thing, right? You know, because like I've had, like, you know, when you go to friends, when you go to raves and stuff like that, you have, like, you know, you have a couple of friends. Specifically, we've all got the high friend.
Yeah.
You never know what he's on, but he's always on something. You know what I mean? And, you know, he's the best person to have a chat with, and you usually just have a really, really long chat and stuff like that. You're both on the beanie baby, right? You're both on the, like, you know, the
beanbag chair.
The beanbag chair, yeah. You're both on the beanbag chair, you know, and you're both, like, you know, you're both having a couple of drinks, right? And he's doing whatever he's doing, right? But you learn so much about the universe and how much you don't understand. You know what I mean? You're sitting there and he's just like, dude, look at the British flag. Do you remember this? I'm just like, yeah. that's a British flag right there. And he's like, sick. I'm just like, you know, I know this is going to sound
I don't know what lesson
right?
you learned there, but you know what?
To be honest with you, I just wish I was a bit more stupid.
Right.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I wish I had the comprehension to not think so logically about things sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because not to say that stupid people, but like stupid people in that sense, not like intelligently. You know what I mean? But stupid people in that sense, they are constantly loving life. You know?
Yeah, they don't overthink it. Yeah.
Yeah, how do you get to that point? You know,
I have
that's
no
crazy.
idea.
That's like you just watch them and you're just like, whoa.
'Cause, like,
how can I get that chill?
When I think about, like, people getting to the point where they'll do shit like that, and I'm just like, I never could. My brain goes like, hang on. Do you know what type of shit would happen if you did anything like that? Like, my brain immediately is just like, no, don't.
Yeah, right? You got that blocker in your brain, which is just like, that's fucking dumb. But then you sit there and you watch them and you're just like, they're having so much fun. Like, what the fuck?
But when it comes to stuff that's, like, you know, a bit
like
it's completely legal and idiotic, my brain's like, do it. Go on.
Oh yeah. Oh, sorry, I wasn't talking about narcotics there. Like, I wasn't talking about any, like, drugs or anything like that. I'm just talking about people who are just that naturally chill. You know?
Well, that's what I mean. But there are people, like, who will just do drugs without thinking about anything, sort of repercussion. And I'm like, I think to the point of, like, how do people do that? You know, that's what I'm saying. Like,
that's a different type
I've never
of
like
stupid, you know?
wanted to, but I'm just saying, like, if I was in their mindset, like, how did they get to that point where they can just be like, sure, why not? Like,
I guess so. I guess it's just I guess it's like, the social pressure around you and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, I've been offered like nearly every drug under the planet. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But I've always sat there and been just like, nah. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
as much as it comes to it, like, if you're ever thinking of doing drugs or anything like that, right? Just watch the people that are doing it. Watch their actions, right? And if by the end of that you're just like, no, that's oh no, that seems like a lot of trouble, then you know you've got the common sense to be just like, hey, don't accept drugs from strangers.
I think what Blair's trying to say is, don't do drugs at all.
Yeah, just don't do drugs at all, obviously.
Unless you're in countries or states or counties where those drugs are legal, then by all means. But
yeah,
follow the rules, kids.
Yeah, just follow the rules. Don't be dumb. Don't be stupid.
And it's coming from me. I barely even drink. I'm a fucking little pussy bitch. So,
because that's the thing. I would consider alcohol as the drug as well. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
like, I think like alcohol, coffee's a drug. You know what I mean? Like, I would count all of that type of shit in the same realm. You know what I mean? Because they all make you feel something. You know? Like, see, I've got like I really like alcohol. Alcohol's like one of those things which I really have a big like affinity to. I just like trying new alcohols and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, I love the feeling that it gives. But then again, I can be a fucking idiot on them. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, when you're with the boys, it's fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody's had that one night when they've passed out, and then when they wake up in the morning, they feel so embarrassed because you have no idea who brought you home, but somebody did, and they know you, and you're just like, and then a year later, the stories about like how you puked on the floor come out, and you're just like, oh yeah, that was definitely, it's all coming back to me now.
It's all flooding back. That's
Yeah,
I stopped drinking because like I went through uni. I had all my drinking. I got all my drinking stories, and now I'm just chill. If I'm ever like out doing something, like when we take trips and shit, I'm gonna drink a lot when I do the trips. But I'm not the type to sit at home, have a couple of drinks, or go out once a week or do that. Like I just don't have the energy, and it's exhausting, and I just get bored.
Yeah, it is. It is actually kind of like a bit of an exhausting thing because like
Unless
I
it's
don't
an
know
event,
what it is, huh?
Unless it's an event, that's when I'll drink.
Oh
if it's
yeah,
not
of
an
course,
event,
yeah.
I just can't be asked.
It's like one of those things. It's kind of like because like in the culture in Ireland, right? It's
Yeah.
that you work your like 40 hours a week, right? Or how long you work, right? And then on the Friday night, you get fucking smashed to like stress relief, right? It's your reset. And then on Saturday, you're just hungover, right? You have nothing to do on Saturday. And then Sunday, you just wake up and you're just like, oh, okay, I can do whatever I want, right? It's like one of those like big stress relievers, which I can completely understand if someone's doing the 9 to 5 and just needs a fucking blowout, right? Because it's the one point in time where you can just be an idiot and everybody understands why you're an idiot, just completely disregard social norms.
Just because he's hammered.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Like if you see a drunk guy, you're gonna be just like, oh, I'm gonna avoid that dude. I'm gonna avoid him. I'm just gonna let him do his thing. You know what I mean? It's probably a stressful week.
Yeah, I feel it.
If that makes sense. But you don't like, you don't remember that drunk guy. You know what I mean? You'll never remember him. But say
He's just a dude for once. 1 minute of your life and then gone.
Yeah, like having a good time, That's the thing. I would like that's the biggest thing whichever I'm like thinking about that type of stuff. Like cuz when it comes to alcohol and stuff like that, I very much like it. I love the feeling of being, not drunk but tipsy. But then again, it's hard to find that balance.
Yeah.
Like
it's hard to hit the point where like cuz you don't go from like sober to tipsy quickly. It takes a while, but then you keep drinking because you're like, oh, I'm not really feeling it yet. Like, what the fuck? So you keep drinking.
The buzz right now, dude. But I could go for one more.
And then you go immediately. Like you have that brief like, you have that brief like 10, 15 minutes where you're like, yeah, I've got the buzz. I'm tipsy. I'm feeling good. And then, boom.
Yeah,
Gone.
exactly. Like you go outside, the air hits your face, and you're just like, oh no.
Fresh air when you're drinking is the worst.
Generally, that's why like whenever I go to pubs or anything like that, I try to drink outside, because then like
Just
you kind
keep
of
it
like
the whole time.
Yeah, you keep it the whole time, you keep the buzz and stuff. But like then again, whenever it's like whenever like I'd prefer to drink is like at like concerts or stuff like that. Like drinking at a concert is so fun, man. Because I remember last year we went to go see Ninja Sex Party and we were having a couple of drinks there, right? We didn't have too many or anything like that, but it was enough to get us like, enough to get us like going.
Yeah,
and that's the best way to do it. You know what I mean? Just like keep yourself to like a drink or two, and then you're just.
We
were
just
awesome,
sort of like, it just gave us a bit more excitement than drunkenness. Like it was just sort of a buzz, like you say. Like,
yeah, because the first night that we arrived, we went so overboard on the drink when we went out that like the whole week was just like how do I say?
We were fucked.
Yeah, we were fucked completely. And when you're like when you've drank one night, you know what I mean? Like if you drink the next night afterwards, like then you kind of you can keep kind of the energy a little bit. Does that make sense? And then as soon as you stop the next day, right? Then you're just you're like flat on the ground. You're just like I'm not gonna do anything today, And definitely when you're on holiday and stuff like that, it definitely is a nice little bit of a break. But like I don't know, man. I don't know. The more that I think about it, the more just to end that conversation anyway. It's always awesome to watch that kind of like attitude, specifically scientists doing that type of stuff to like understand the feelings that they're feeling afterwards, and then to have them like a whole different array of studies that they come back with, you know, because it's like, I don't know, it's interesting. It's interesting to me, at least, you know.
Oh yeah, it is, because like you want to know what the world has, you know what I mean, and what it can do to you, because the fact that there is like a plant out there that can just make you go on this fucking trip,
like
you want to
a
know why
mega
and
trip,
how
right?
and what it does. Like, it's weird.
So it's like, it's so fucking scary. I'm so glad other people are doing it and not me. But like, you look at it and you're just like, whoa, fucking hell.
Yeah.
That's scary, you know? Because I remember, oh, dude, the person that I was actually watching do it, it was Vinesauce. No, it's not Vinesauce. Sorry, it was
Vsauce. Yeah,
Vsauce. Yeah, Vsauce. Sorry,
that was what
it's
I watched the
Vsauce,
same one.
yeah.
Yeah, I can't believe I couldn't remember.
Yeah, it's
But yeah.
Vsauce. Vsauce did it, and it was like, dude, watching him go through all that was like, oh, it's like,
It was nuts.
it was nuts, you know? It was nuts, like, because he's kind of like, I would say he's a very well put together person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he can kind of keep himself together, and then to see him just go on like a trip was exciting. It was kind of funny, like. Oh man, but dude, speaking of, you been watching anything lately?
I have.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna mention one more thing about somewhere I'd want to go,
Oh yeah.
because we were on that topic for a little bit, but it was just because you were saying, you know, about South America. I was gonna say, I'd always wanted to go to the rainforest.
Like the Amazon.
But, yeah.
Ooh.
You know, like the parts that you can't explore, not like obviously the parts that would just fucking abyss. But
I feel I don't know with
the only
with
thing
the
is
Amazon, like
I have
it's like one of
crazy
those places where you
arachnophobia.
can die. Oh yeah, that's what I mean, right? Like
yeah,
like you'd walk one fucking step in there, see like a new blue spider, and then you would leave, and then
you'd
I'd be
see a
stuck on the
tarantula.
Amazon forest by myself.
There's a tarantula the size of your face just chilling,
Yeah.
not even hiding. He's just out and about having a good time. And you're just like, yeah, I'm in his territory. Like, I'm not in mine. That's his. He owns this bit. Bye
Aren't the
bye.
bigger tarantulas supposed to be more chill?
Tarantulas are chill as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
like-
spiders that are little bastards. But still, tarantulas are terrifying.
They are actually terrifying.
'Cause,
They
like,
get
the
a
only-
bad rap.
They only attack you if they feel threatened by it. So if you're chill with them, they'll chill with you. But
Yeah.
because they don't want to eat you. You're too
Well,
big.
you never
for them to-
know.
you're too big for them to eat. They want to eat like birds.
Well, you never know. Let's say, like, if they got me, they'd be like fed for a week, you know?
Yeah, they'd be fed
Like
for a long time.
they could bring out the family. They could have a barbecue. Then again, I do not want to, you know, be eaten by a spider. But like,
No,
you know, if that was the case, at least every little bit of me would get used. You know, give back to the
yeah,
planet.
you'd feel like your purpose in the world was fulfilled at least. You know, like you fed animals. You know, your body
You gave back to Mother Nature, bitch.
Yeah, your body was born from nothing and went back to nothing
Yo,
through
dude,
a
that's
natural
poetic.
cycle
That's
of
poetic as fuck.
spider feast. Well,
He
yeah,
ate
that
my
was all-
body, then shat me out.
Yeah, it was just the rainforest because it's pretty as shit. There's cool animals, but fuck no, there's spiders there. That's the only reason I wouldn't go. But
Actually, what's the most dangerous place that which you would like to go? Actually,
dangerous place.
yeah, like, you know, because the rainforest is like pretty dangerous, right?
Yeah.
But like, would you ever climb Mount Everest?
Oh yeah.
You would?
Yeah.
You psychopath. That's
If I
something
trained beforehand and
that is
I wouldn't
literally
just do it
something that
now.
I would say no to. Like,
nah, I'd do it.
you know, because like,
Imagine the conversation starting. You could talk to people and they'd be like, "Oh, what'd you do?" It's like, "Yeah, I just climbed Mount Everest." What about you? You know.
dude, it'd be an awesome conversation starter, but there's like there's such a high chance that you die. Like, it's one of
Yeah.
those situations where like it's just it's not safe at all. You know
Would
what I
you
mean?
rather die in an old folks' home in your own shit, or climbing one of the tallest mountains in the world?
Neither of those. You know?
No, but they're the two options you got
I gotta choose one?
between them two.
Well, all right. Well, I'd go up the mountain then. I'm like, that's
There
the
you go.
case. You know what I mean? But like,
Exactly.
still, you know what I mean? Wait, actually, hold on. Am I surrounded by my children, loved ones, and like, you know, had a great
No.
life? You know, it's kind of like the ending of Bioshock 1, you know?
No, it's
Like
me
the
and
good
you are
end
still
of
doing
Bioshock.
Let's Plays. We haven't released a Let's Play yet, but, you know.
I'm just dying in the bed. And I'm just like, Scott.
And I'm like, shut up, I'm still playing through Ocarina of Time.
Scott, please. Please, you need to release the episodes. It's been 80 years.
We need to release episode 4672.
The Game Grumps and Super Mega have retired. It's our time.
It's our time.
It's our time,
We
please.
can take the crown.
You ever see the memes like you drop this king? You know what I mean? And they
Oh, yeah,
picture the
yeah.
crown. I know that's such a sweet meme, but I've seen so many people use it in
It's
so many
dumb.
different contexts.
I've seen some of them in such funny places. It's when people use it genuinely.
Yeah.
I hate, but when I see it used as a meme, it's funny. But, oh, we've lost him.
There was one that I saw recently of like a dude being just like the video is literally just him dropping his cake. And then out of nowhere it switched back to a picture of the dude holding the upside down cake and being just like, you dropped this cake.
He's broken. He has broken.
Oh, it's such a magical fucking thing, man. It's so magical. You have no idea. Oh, it makes me smile so much. Oh my god. But anyway, back to what we've been watching.
Yeah, so what we've been watching, we were talking about this a few minutes ago. There's a new show on Netflix, isn't there? We both started,
There is indeed.
which is Space Force by Steve Carell and was it Greg Williams? I think it was.
I think it was Greg Williams, yeah.
But fuck, that's a good show.
It's like listen, I only watched it like today, and the start of that show, like, cause it started off, and I was just like, oh, Steve Carell. And it started off, and I wasn't sure about it.
I was the same.
And then
I was like, this just seems a bit slow, you know, like the comedy wasn't there at the beginning.
No, it wasn't. Like, it was like a completely serious show, and you're just like, whoa, this is okay. Let's see how this is.
Felt like I was watching House of Cards.
Yeah, exactly, right? Because it's weird. It's weird to say because I have a rule with every TV series, like any like anime or cartoon or whatever. By season 3, I know. By episode 3, I know if I want to finish it or skip it. Right?
Yeah, you've got to watch the first 2 episodes before anything. Because the first episode is just purely establishing what the fuck it is, who the characters are, and where it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you can't watch the first episode and go, oh, that was boring. It's because they haven't had a chance to give you anything yet.
You know?
It's set up. And then episode 2 is finding its footing, you know? And then from that point on, you know exactly what it's going to be. So you've got to just get past that beginning.
It's weird to say, though, but with this show, 15 minutes in, I knew I was going to finish it. Like, you know what I mean? Like to start with, I was just like, I don't really want to watch anything serious right now. I'm trying to eat my Indian curry and hang out, you know what I mean? And then like 50 minutes in, I was just like, I'm in, baby. Next episode, let's go.
I mainly started watching it because I remember hearing Ben Schwartz talk about it, and he's like my favorite person now. Like, he is genuinely one of my favorite people of all time.
That's the
funny
Sonic
fucking
voice
dude.
actor, right? The new one for the
He's
Sonic
a comedian. He's in... I need to watch Parks and Rec because I believe
Parks and Rec is amazing, dude. Oh my god, Parks and Rec. Parks and Rec has kind of like Community vibes.
Yeah,
but
I believe
like
it's Parks and Rec.
yeah, it's like
Let me
I
double
think
check.
it might be. Yeah, is he in actually Parks and Rec?
He's a reoccurring character. He's not a main character. He plays like this dude who comes in. I can't remember his name. Jean Ralphio. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Is it?
Yeah, I know him. Yeah.
Is it Parks and Rec? Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, it is Parks and Rec. Yeah. And he
Like-
comes in. He's always super high energy and stuff. And he also voices one of the ducks in the new DuckTales.
Oh really?
And he has genuinely, if you need something hilarious to watch, and dude, this I've recommended this to you already, but it is 100% up your street. Is Middleditch and Swartz.
Oh,
on
that's
Netflix.
the improv
It's their
comedy show,
stand-up
isn't it?
improv show,
I haven't seen
and
it yet.
holy fucking shit, it is so funny.
I'm so excited to start that, man. I've had it on the my list on fucking Netflix for so long.
Dude,
I
we
just
gotta
need
watch
to.
it together.
I just need to hit it, dude. Yeah, we can watch it together. That's fine.
Dude, because I know what you're like with your improv. You love improv. And
Oh,
this shit is genuinely, they just go on stage, they talk to like one of the members of the audience, and then like ask them a couple of life questions, what job they do, what the family is, all this and all that, and then try and get some story out of them. And then that's what they base their story off of, and use like all the characters they mentioned and stuff. And I think it's the first episode, they're talking to these people on the balcony, and they're talking about like how they're engaged and they're gonna have a wedding. And
oh no!
and she's, what was it, like they met on like a Walmart parking lot,
Oh my
and then
god!
that's where like they met all their new friends, and her ex-boyfriend's been invited to the wedding and all this, and they make a story out of it, and it's so fucking deep and stupid and funny. Like, it's so dumb, and they forget character details all the time, and they change everything, but they wrap it up in like 45 minutes, and I don't know how. Like, they get like the beginning, middle, and end every time. It's genius, genuinely.
Oh, so they
Couldn't
pick
recommend it
one
enough.
story and then they just go with that one story.
That's the whole show, is one story.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy. I didn't know that. That's like extremely difficult.
It's like a 45-minute show of one story where they base it off of like a little bit of information they get off a member of the audience, and then that's it, they go.
Oh my god. Dude,
They ask the questions, and then once they're done, they're like, ladies and gentlemen, this is Middleditch and Swartz, and then they walk off, and then they come on, and it just starts, and I'm like, what? How the fuck?
That's amazing. That's amazing. Dude, we should
Genuinely,
do that as well.
I think you'd love it.
We should
That's
do
what I
it,
was saying. I said it to you, and I was like, dude, this is what I want to do with my life.
Dude, that'd be so dope, you know what I mean? We just like, we get the whole gang together, right? We do this one thing, right? Dude, actually, that's a good point, actually. Hey, guys, throw some fucking ideas in the comments. Let's see if we can make a full comedy sketch show the next time we meet up IRL.
Oh, that'd be so fucking...
Give us some prompts.
It'll be awful, but I'm down.
Oh, dude, no. Don't expect it to be good. Expect it to be amazing.
Blair's the only person with actual improv training.
Oh, dude. Don't worry, it does not help. Like, at all. Dude, but with the thing with Space Force, man. Space Force is like, it's such an interesting concept. So just as a quick keep people up to date, right? It's called Space Force, right? But the main gist is that Steve Carell is making a space organization that's that like is
Part of the military.
Part of the military, yeah.
Which is real.
Yeah. Which is but
you know, Trump did that.
He did, yeah.
He made the Space Force real, and that's what this is a parody of.
And that's basically the whole situation. There's literally, like, to be honest with you, it's actually kind of funny. Like, literally in the first episode, like, they literally get everyone together into a room, all these military people, and it's just like, oh, Steve Carell, you've finally been, promoted to the highest rank in the United States military. Then they get everybody involved, and they're just like, okay, everybody, let me tell you something that the President of the United States is going to tweet in 5 minutes.
Yeah. But they also like call out the Coast Guard as well, because they're there like, oh, what did he say? And then like, yeah, because they're on the table, and he's like, you're now the leader of Space Force, and then like the Coast Guard's like, yeah, we're not the bottom anymore, and then they all turn and go like, no, you're still a Coast Guard.
Yeah.
It's fuck. But it's just,
oh man,
it took a weird turn as well. I didn't expect it to be as like comedy driven as it was. I expected it to be like, you know, undertone like comedy, you know, like kind of not dark, but like a little less in your face until episode 2 comes around. We're gonna drop some spoilers, so if you haven't seen Space Force, watch it, and then you know. But this is like pretty much the end of the podcast now. This is gonna be the last topic because we're like an hour in.
This is the last story, yeah.
So if you don't want spoilers for Space Force, have a good day, have a good night.
There you go, dude.
We'll see you next week, hopefully, you know. But yeah. So on episode 2 of Space Force, because the first episode ends with, obviously, they successfully get a rocket into space, into orbit, and they have a satellite now in orbit. And then they're watching it from the telescope in fucking his garden. And you just see this giant fucking spaceship with Chinese flags all over it come in with little arms and clip the the solar panels off the satellite they just launched. And then Steve Carell's just like, motherfucker!
There's literally this Layla's too. It's like, what are you talking about? He's just like, look at this, and he's like, motherfuckers.
But so the entirety of episode 2 is they're deciding how they're gonna fix the satellite, and it gets so fucking. It's not how I expected the show to go, but I was completely invested because the whole premise is there's this scientist who's like. He thinks he's like the brains of the operation, and Steve Carell's just there because he's a rank and he's like meant to run it, but he doesn't. He's just a face. So the scientist tries to, but because Steve Carell obviously has the power, he just does stuff completely wrong. But it's just the way he tries to fix the satellite in episode 2. Because they find out, what was it? They find out one of the president's secret space launches was to put a monkey and a dog in space to make cute animal videos to put on Twitter to make people like the Space Force more. I literally
It's so like, dumb. A second later, they go like, so there's a chimpanzee in space, and so they're talking to this chimpanzee, and they're like doing chimpanzee sign language, and they're just trying to tell the monkey to put on his helmet to get like to go out to space,
to go into space and repair a satellite. Oh, it's so.
And then the monkey goes out and he does it and he's like almost repairs the thing, but then he has like a drill, and then he spins off into space, and there's a whole scene,
and then gets kidnapped by the Chinese spaceship. But it's just the way he's talking to like the way he's talking to the people, and he's just there like, that little bastard better not talk. Better not be cracked by the Chinese.
It's literally he's like I don't know who that person is, but they were driving him home anyway. She's like the pilot in the last bit, and then like he's just driving things. It's just like, a hard day at work, sir, and he's just like, yeah. It's like, did we lose somebody? He's like, yeah, we lost him. Chimpanzee or not?
Well, no, it was because in the spaceship there was the monkey and the dog. So when the monkey failed, they were like, right, let's get Fyodor out, which was the name of this husky, and it cuts to the camera of where the dog was, and it's just a tail. And they're just like, that fucker. Because right before that, he's doing this massive speech about how they're going to go out there and save the monkey. And they're going to give him the highest award in military for his bravery. And then they find out that he ate the dog. And it's like, fuck that chimpanzee.
Fuck that chimpanzee. Fuck everything that I just said. Scratch that. Fuck that guy.
This is barely even a podcast. It's just us talking about the fucking show. Genuinely. It's so good. I need to watch more because I've only watched, I think, the first 2 or 3 episodes. Oh,
yeah, it's only 2 episodes for me, but 2 episodes in, I'm absolutely
I'm invested.
Invested. It's like, definitely, if you guys can, please watch Space Force on Netflix.
I'm probably gonna binge some more tonight because fuck me, that was so funny.
Dude, you have no idea, dude. As soon as we end this podcast, which will probably be right now.
It is. We're right on time, baby.
We're right on time, baby. We did it, dude. I'm super excited.
Right,
that was a good podcast. Dude,
that was pretty good, dude.
It was a good podcast. Guys, thank you guys so much for watching. We really appreciate you guys coming out every single week to check it out. Our viewership has only gone up, so we super duper really appreciate that.
And we don't condone drug use.
We don't condone drug use.
Just in case you got the wrong message before, we were talking about Blair wants to go and do drugs.
Half of that story wasn't even about drugs, dude.
Well, actually, we don't condone illegal drug use.
Yeah, that's what we don't
Legal
condone.
drug use, go ahead.
If it's legal in your country, do whatever the fuck you want. Like, what? You don't let the authority of two podcasters tell
Just
you what
know
to
your
do.
limits.
Yeah.
Know your limits. Know how far you can go. Don't kill yourself.
Yeah, don't.
We love you.
Don't do don't do any of those.
Some drug. Everything can kill you.
Can it?
Everything, yeah. You can
Even
die
this
from drinking 6
podcast?
liters of water in one go.
Oh my god.
Yeah, if you drink 6 liters of water in one go, you drown, like you flood your brain.
Oh my god. That's horrifying. That's
Yeah.
hard. Oh god. Oh,
Because
like
it just
that.
starts going into your cells and then your brain swells and then you die. You basically just become a balloon.
God, oh my
A water balloon. Good night, everybody. Hope you enjoyed listening. This has been Boicast episode 38.
See you guys later. Bye-bye.
Drink water, but not 6 liters, baby.
You can die by drinking water?